the latest developments in the Gary Brecka Grant Cardone saga. Grant Cardone essentially succeeded in extorting Gary Brecka by, instead of just suing Gary and Gary's wife Sage, he sued Gary's children. His children are adults, but he sued his children.
Yeah, we had a couple 3 a.m. rants there on Instagram.
Did you miss somewhere in there?
I probably missed a few times in there too. Yeah, right around the time that you sued my kids. Right around that time.
I didn't sue your kids.
Yeah, you did.
And Gary Brecka, by the way, Gary, you're not off the hook here, okay? Because there's something to be said for having a spine. And you're the one who initiated the litigation against Grant Cardone. For you to fold like a lawn chair and throw the people who supported you along the way under the bus is truly disgusting and spineless behavior. So you're not getting off scot-free. But Grant was basically able to force Gary into doing a little 20-minute interview with him, where they essentially threw me and a couple other podcasters, Patrick Bet David and JT Fox, under the bus.
To the piece of garbage errand boy growing up as a religious bigot. Your life is so miserable, you punk. And to both of you, keep clickbaiting that name. Grant Cardone's my name. I grew up on the bayou. Now I fly right by you. You blow on my name and you brought me fame.
For having used Gary Brecka's lawsuit as some sort of an opportunity to dunk on Grant Cardone. And I'm like, do you know who used your lawsuit as an opportunity to dunk on Grant Cardone? Gary, you did. That's why you put out a press release about your lawsuit. And then in this 20-minute interview that he did with Grant, where Grant was just treating Gary like a whipping boy, they basically made this whole deal of the fact that I and two others, but specifically me, I'm the one who reached out to Gary and asked him to come on my show. I'm going to reveal the actual receipts. I am not the one who initiated contact with Gary Brecka. I received a message from a mutual friend saying Gary's publicist is awaiting your phone call. Here is his number. Please call him. Then I had dialogue with Gary's publicist saying, you know, what I wanted to, how I thought the conversation would go. I'm going to show you guys the receipts where I was told that one of the conditions of doing the interview is Gary Brecka wanted final edit approval for the interview. Okay. And I'm going to show you the receipts where I sent the final approval. And then in like 15 minutes later, he gave me back the full approval. So in this interview with Gary and Grant, Gary acted like he was shocked. He clutched his pearls at the idea that he did an interview with me and then found out that one of my biggest beefs was Grant's belief system. And oh my God, Gary Brecka would never have any beef with anyone's belief system.
They had intentions other than the intentions I think you had.
Yeah. I mean, I got onto some of these and I realized I'm not here to attack anybody's religious beliefs on what they choose. Yeah. Now, I'll clarify that right now. I've never had any issues with what you choose to believe in.
Of course. No, who would? Only a bigot. Well, only a bigot. Only a religious bigot would have problems with somebody's religion.
And it's like, bro, you gave final approval to the entire conversation that we had. Oh, and by the way, since Gary and Grant have settled their lawsuits and since Grant coerced Gary into doing this North Korean style POW interview with him, Gary has already privately been texting people behind the scenes, mainly JT Fox and Baller Busters, both Gary and his wife Sage, saying, oh my God, we're so sorry. We had no choice. We had to protect the family. We had to protect the children. We couldn't talk to you guys while settlement negotiations were in progress. And we had no idea that Grant was going to use that material against you guys. And we're so sorry. I bet you're sorry. And you're going to be sorry, because throwing people that were there for you to support you under the bus just to save your own ass in litigation you initiated is real punk ass behavior. And I got no patience for that. So that's a video I'm getting ready to do, but it requires much more preparation than normal. Normally I just have some inspiration for something I want to talk about. I get a couple screen shares set up and I go live. And so anyway, that's one of the reasons you guys have not seen as much of me. I've been trying to prepare for some other stuff. Okay, guys, let's see. That's it for now, guys. Stay tuned. More coming today. Talk to you soon.
Okay, if you want to see my rock and roll songs, click right on this guitar. And if you want to see a different one of my videos, then you could click right inside here. If you have subscribed or not, subscribe right